Yeah, so I'm going inside shortly because the midges are starting to come out. As you can see, it's still light enough, but the sun is fucked off, thankfully. Um, just trying to make sense what some videos I've got, put them together and uploading them. It's going to be probably the Guinness in a bottle. Is going next review, and then probably a tea break. But I like these. It's something productive, like to think about. What we could do, like if we did do a blot. At the moment, it is at fantasy level. I like the idea of like going to like Asda or Tesco's or Sainsbury's and getting like the various sweets and drinks. I think we'd have to do something different to blot, like remove one of the elements. Like we ought to like a craft ale review. Because blot does the whisky and the wine. If we removed the wine and the whisky and just had a craft ale review, so that could be anything from like Vault City, Vocation, the I think there's the Ossett Brewery. Is that place in West Yorkshire? There's Ossett. I can't remember the name now, but I know it was a bit like from the industrial area, where they had their own little town, their own little, all owned by the landowner and factory owner, I should say. And he didn't believe in alcohol, so no pubs. It'll come to me. But that's if we ever do anything like that, it would have to be something different. So I would remove the wine review, and I would not. If you do a review for the wine, did it? It was just like a kind of 19 crimes. Get rid of that and the whiskey, because I think we have to like the craft real ale review. Something to stand out, like something I've seen, like those really strong porters and stouts we've seen at Asda. But there's something stupid like 8%, something like that. I'm gushing was being bollocks because she went to bed earlier on. Anyway, hope you see you tonight, Mr. Horn. I might go in after I've supped this, watch a blot, and wait for your announcement. Match at day 2 gives time to plan. But I don't like the idea of like the Haribo sweets and the peanuts, the chocolate bars. What we would get, what the different variations. So that may or may not happen. Just like these pub crawl videos I keep seeing on YouTube, where they do an historic route from like Camden or Borough, or they do different routes. Some historic pubs where you can just like, let's just stay for an hour or two. There's one that Phil Carr did, although it's up to halves and some, because there's a one particular stretch along these railway arches, and the idea is to go from one to the other and do it in a certain time. Man, it's still that. I do remember when we were at Docklands Light Railway. There was, I'm not sure if it was near Mudchute. Mudchute rings a bell, but I remember looking over to the left side of the train, although it's driverless. And I remember seeing this old-fashioned pub with the hanging baskets, and I can't remember which station it was, but Mudchute rings a bell. And I'm thinking, oh my God, yes. Yeah, I'll text you just to make sure that hopefully it'll be available tonight, Mr. Horn. It's been a few weeks since we last had a face-to-face, online and otherwise, and it'd be nice for a bit of virtual company. Right. But I still think back to Bournemouth. I still think back to those sanctuary nights at the now lost Hollywood. The building's still there, the Hollybush in Elstree Village on the High Street. Good times. And that walk from the Elstree Inn up Shenley Road onto Allam Lane, up by that footpath, come out near the cenotaph, turn left onto the High Street in Elstree, and there it was, lit up like a beacon of hope. The Hollybush pub, now Little Raccoons Daycare Nursery. That was a shame, that. And when I sub this and upload this to Facebook and Instagram, I watch a blog. Just hopefully you'll come online tonight and we can have match at day 2 and a couple of blocks and then call it quits. And I might watch a film. But a nice one day in the future if we lived in the same general area, so we could have a film and a sup session in the back garden on a night like this. Be nice. Bit of escapism. Put on Asylum or Torture Garden. Comedy. Randall and Hopkirk Deceased. Right.